Here we have the Timex Weekender Unisex Quartz watch, and what I'm going to do in this video is let you have a good close-up detailed look of all the 5 straps that are included in this box set as well as the watch. Okay, you get a nice sturdy box. It's got some information on the back regarding part numbers and etc, and this is model number. The entire box set is model number UG0099Q4. Let's pop that out to the side. This very simply then lifts out, so you've got 5 straps already fixed and attached to a very nice simple foam, squidgy foam insert that sits inside the box. There's only one other thing inside the box right in the middle here, and it's almost like they've done a secret thing here. They've hidden the instructions in and the warranty details in a very small package right at the back there, so that's just something that you don't need to discard. We'll pop all these things to the side. Okay, so you've got here the watch and the 5 NATO style straps. And they are NATO. Here are the 5 nylon straps included within the box. They are NATO style, and by that I mean they've got the metal hook rings that you get on the straps that are stitched in place, so these don't move. They'll swivel but they don't move. They're big enough for you to, depending on the size of your wrist, when you buckle this up you might want to not just hook the actual strap through, but if you've got a particularly small wrist and you're using one of the longer straps, you're even able to then loop it back into itself. So these bar hook loops here are actually able to handle the nylon strap once or twice depending on the size of your wrist. So that gives you that kind of NATO styling, but they don't actually have, so just to quickly turn it over, there isn't that separate length of strap that you normally get on a NATO strap where it would actually cover the back of the watch twice. So if I just show you the strap with the watch on, so you can see here it's just being threaded through, so these are classic thread through straps, and there's no additional strap going from the buckle end across the back of the watch. So these are thread through, so I can literally just pull that off. Obviously you might want to loosen it if you've had it on your watch for a long time and it's become shaped, but you have literally a very classic Timex watch face here, a watch piece. It's got removable strap pin lugs. They're 20 mils across, so these are standard 2 centimetre width straps. And as you can see, let me just quickly get the watch out of frame for a moment. You've actually got 2 lengths here. So the green and this red, white and blue strap are actually 27 centimetres long, both having 12 holes already pre-cut. And the other 3, the 2 blue and the sporty orange and blue stripe, are 25 centimetres, and they all have 9 holes cut in them respectively. Okay, so let me quickly just pop the strap onto a different strap onto the watch. So literally it's just threading it through. It's just an up and over, very, very easy, and you can just slide it down the watch till it's the right position for your wrist. Obviously then put it on your hand, and there you have it. Just quickly undo my cuff a little bit so you can see my wrist. Let me just quickly pop this on. So I've got quite large wrist and hands, and even I, on the 3rd hole here, have myself a strap that fits quite fine. So there we go on the back here. Now of course, because it's a slide through strap, you can twist and angle that to be anywhere you want, anywhere that fits best onto your watch itself, so onto your wrist itself I should say. So there you have it, right in the middle of my wrist there, and you can quite clearly see that there's still room there, 3 notches for an even slightly larger wrist, and it just tucks through the last metal bar. But even if it didn't, even if it were folded this way, it wouldn't really make a difference, because that's plenty to keep the strap in place, and I think that's all you're after. But as you can see, there's a whole line of holes going all the way around, so large wrists or small wrists both can apply. A bit of hooking and looping, and already that strap's off. I'm going to put on this very snazzy red, white and blue, and all you do is thread. Make sure you've got it the right way around, make sure you've got it the way, so you've got a buckle at the top, and there you have, very quickly, less than a minute, and you've got it on your wrist. So it's a really quick, easy thing to change. So you've got here a very good variety of colours and options and lengths. Okay, I've turned off all the artificial light, and we've now just got a little bit of evening light coming through a window at the end of this room. And what I'm going to do now is just going to press the Indiglo button, so it is just the pressing in of the setting dial, and as you can see you get this very even lit dial. It completely just illuminates without any obvious source of light, and that is what this Indiglo light system that Timex innovated gives you. It's a very, very even light. So I'm going to zoom right in now. I'm sure my camera's going to have fun with this. Let's just see. So again, really is crisp, and you can totally see that it does backlight totally smoothly. There's no area where there's any kind of shadow or gap. It's very, very good. So that's the Indiglo light system. It's a very discrete amount of motion. There's hardly any movement. It's not clicking at all as a button. It doesn't illuminate enough for you to read by, so don't think you're going to do a great deal more than find perhaps the keyhole on your front door in the dark. But it's certainly very good at giving you light to see the time. Okay, here we are zoomed in, so you can see the detail and the colour of these nylon straps. They're all 2 centimetres across, so that's 20 millimetres. Whilst we're sticking with dimensions, let's just go through the watch itself. So it's 38 millimetres across, so that's not including the sticking out bits, but 38 millimetres across. 9 millimetres deep, but if you allow for another millimetre for the actual strap itself, you're just over 10 millimetres there. The glass front is actually mineral glass. And as you can see now, when you can compare the red, white and blue strap in the centre there to just the right of the watch, that the actual watch dial is a beige. Now I think it's more of a faded cream. It gives it more of a vintage look, and I think again it's particularly good. So what we're going to do also here is I'm going to zoom in onto the back of the watch. I'm going to remove it from the strap in a moment, and I'm also going to show you, you might be able to do this now actually, I'm going to just turn over this one on the end here. I'm going to zoom right into this point here just to show you that they've actually used stainless steel on all of the details and attachments. So there we go, so you've got a buckle here with stainless steel metal, so all the loops and rings are stainless steel, which I think is particularly useful if you've got any kind of nickel allergy. And what I'm going to do now is slide off the actual strap from this watch and do the same. I'm going to zoom right in here. Hopefully the reflection doesn't cause one of the camera. Let's try and get it to focus on the back there. There we go, so you've got obviously the Timex stainless steel, and it even tells you that it's a CR2016 cell battery in there. Also has the WR 30 meters, which is the water resistance of 30 meters, and that's 3 bar. So if you are going to use this in the water, you can do up to 3 bar of pressure. Okay, so whilst we've got the camera nice and close, what you can also see, I'm going to rotate it in a kind of pitched angle deliberately here. So what you can see, you've got a really nice kind of raised or recessed, I guess you could call it, around the edge here. You've got a kind of ramp around the actual dial face where you've got the actual separate markings against each of the numbers. And we can also see, of course, is the motion of the hands, but you can also see there you've got the 24-hour clock signification. So we can see here that it's sort of 1724 right now, and as you can see, it's a very distinct movement on the second hand, a very smooth movement on the minute and hour hands. So if you didn't like any of these 5 straps, obviously you can buy this watch with just a single strap. You don't need to buy it in this box set. You have a standard removable poster there, so you can actually put any standard 2 centimetre 20mm strap width onto your Timex Weekender. But I think all in all, this box set with all the straps, good options, good lengths, it's a very neat presentation box as well, so I think it makes it a very good gift. They say it's unisex. I mean, I'm not going to say it's more for men than women because they sell it as unisex. I think there are many different strap options, but I think this 5 set here, especially with this military theme one, I think is geared a little bit more towards a man. I think the watch face is also quite a reasonable size. It's not a stupid size. I know there's a great tendency now for modern watches to have very large almost the size of sundial watches on men's wrists. And if that's your taste, then this probably isn't for you. If you like the kind of look of a classy vintage watch, then I think you should check out this Timex Weekender watch. It's a really good box set. At the moment it's a very good price. The watch itself can retail with one strap for about £40, that's $70, €50. Currently though, this whole set here that I'm showing you here, although it's retail, even though its retail price is about £70, you're currently able to get all of this that you're seeing here for about £40. So the straps themselves, and there are many different colour straps, are available for about £10, that's $16, €12. So at the moment it's a good price point to, if you're keen and want this bargain, have a look around the internet, I'm sure you'll find it. I got this from Amazon, and certainly you can get it from other sellers, and certainly recommend it for a good variety watch that you want to be able to have a different look to go with your clothes of the evening or your mood for the weekend, or if you're on holiday or doing something sporty. So it's a reasonable priced watch, gets my thumbs up. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to like, subscribe and comment.